peace, if he was to accept it or whatever. And he said, "Fuck out of here."
He grabbed his video. He didn't did that a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? Saladin, salute, bro. Everybody know. Listen, the reason why I'm even trying to like get y'all to like cause see that it's really not a problem is because Saladin's my business partner. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing a lot of great things with Saladin. Saladin is absolutely my brother. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I try to stay out of the middle of people's shit when it's two people that I know, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it don't feel like it's even real.
Nothing on here is real until it gets real. What I mean by that, it's not real until it gets to the point where you seen each other in real life. This shit to me is a joke. You know what I mean? Saladin said to me the first time we spoke on my panel, he said it's more beneficial for him to be my nemesis than it is for me to be friends. You know what I'm saying? He said that. This is his words, right? So like I said, him and I on my show had a real respectful conversation, right, regarding Hassan. And I had my opinion about him. I called him out for his hypocrisy. I proved the point that, he was contradicting himself, all types of things, right? And when he hit my panel, I let him get his one-on-one with Hassan, and it was like at least a half an hour. By himself, I didn't butt in. I let him get it off, da-da-da. They was talking for a very long time. I let them get it off. We agreed to disagree, and it is what it is. But when I hit 10 Toes panel, matter of fact, before I hit the panel, they was on the live, and they was all laughing at me, calling me all types of mooks, he gay, behind the balls, da 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 da. I'm like, damn, man. And Saladin was egging it on, laughing. All this is documented. I was like, God damn. So when I finally hit the panel, then I'm hearing them. All three of them. This is not a lie. All three of them. Look at this mook. He gay. He this. He that. I'm like, God damn. So and then Saladin started being sarcastic. Oh, I'm not going to let 10 Toes Down beat you up, man, and trying to play me out. I said, oh, okay. So I already knew that he had some type of animosity against me regarding our first conversation on my panel. So that's why ever since then, I said, I knew where he stand at, and he have an issue with me, and it is what it is.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Press your mic button. Pause. No snow. Mr. X said, behind the balls has the memory of an elephant.
Yeah, I don't show those type of people, like them trolls in the chat, unless they could hit the link. I'm not entertaining them at all.
All right, cool. So y'all can hear me now?
We can hear you.
All right, so just take it back a little bit. I met Behind the Bar virtually. He would come over to my show, and I noticed the name. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't take the time to be looking out at everybody and see how big their channel is. I Smoke Hip Hop came over to my channel several times before I even realized.
Are you off the perks?
I Smoke Hip Hop came over to my channel several times before I even realized he had a big channel. Yeah, I'm off the perks. So when Behind the Bar came over, I noticed him, and he changed his name to Behind the Bar 3.0. I ain't had no problem with Behind the Bar. I'm like, oh snap, Behind the Bar, come, you know what I'm saying? It's a new year. He seemed like he was supporting me. Cool. One night, I just happened to be listening to him. Right? I don't know we got anything against each other. Nothing. He's actually talking about me. The hypocrisy he's talking about, which is not actually hypocrisy. People want to manage your character on the internet. They want to manage you, right? So they like Saladin. What, you can't be friends with 050 because they represent this. How are you going to be friends with them? And that's people's problem. They want to police who they think you should be. But in that, I don't know. He had me come up on the show, and when I got there, all of a sudden, Sha 120 was there, and Sha 120 actually said something like, "Yo, anytime my brother said come up, I gotta come up." So it made it seem like, okay, you just calling people out there. What happened? Like all of a sudden, it was Sha 120 and Hassan against me. Now he's saying he let us talk for a while. That's not true. What happened was Hassan likes to overtalk people, and then when I started to talk, Hassan started saying, let me talk, shut him down, and behind the ball actually did that, and that's why I felt like, okay, so this is a setup then, you know what I'm saying? I came up here to build with you, but you letting him get more talk time and more, like, when he want to talk, it's all good, but because he's Hassan Campbell, that I seen this happen on plenty of shows. When he starts saying, yo, take him down, this, that, and the third, behind the ball was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then, so basically his arguments was null and void, right? And the one mistake I made that night was I couldn't get out the word between trolling and clout chasing and all of that. So because I couldn't get it out fast enough, he did what he usually do. He make the videos and all of that. But it kind of made it seem like I was against China and I was trying to play China. And I think that's a foul thing to do. I don't play with the internet behind the bar for the record. I don't really like doing the fake. If it's gonna be fake beef, let it really be fake. Once it get real, I get annoyed because I don't know how to handle it, and then that's why I be wanting to meet up with niggas. But I don't got no beef with you. But when you did that, it did rub me the wrong way. And I'm like, oh, okay, you set me up, son. I'm going to get you back. I did say that. I'm going to get you back because I don't know why you played around like that. So when that time came, when 10 Toes was doing what he do, yeah, you goddamn right. I already had something against you because I felt like, why would you disrespect me for Hassan? Why would you try to create a beef between me and 050? Like, what if that turned another way? You didn't care about that? So I may talk shit from time to time, but at no time am I trying to get people to really go at each other. Because that could turn deadly. And maybe you didn't consider those that right there. You know, it's all fun and games to you. And blow up your internet channel, that's cool. So you're going to just cause strife between me and my brother for some numbers, bro. I thought that was very whack. So when the time came to get you back, we got you back. And then you go on you could do what you want. I'm not even looking at you, bro. Like I said, I'm having different conversations. Never would I treat my channel where I'm going at different dudes. So when people look at my channel, they're going to see a week worth of me going at somebody else. If that's what you want to do, that's your brand. That's not my brand, Lord. So don't got no problem with you. In the virtual world, I don't have no problem with you in the real world. If you want a problem in the real world, we could definitely do that today. You know what I'm saying? My car work. You understand? We could do it on camera, whatever. If you don't want a problem in the real world, it don't got to be nothing behind the bar. I don't think about you, bro. I thought what you did was whack, and that's that, bro. I ain't got no beef with you, Lord.
All right. You said a lot there. It amazes me how you would go online and disrespect the 050, and I show you how you disrespected them, and you end up trying to play the victim. It amazes me that a few days prior to you on that channel, you was saying, why is niggas looking up to these jailbird niggas, that they're bums, we gotta do better than that, them niggas is trash, disrespecting the 050. And I proved to you that you disrespected them. The next day, you over there screaming Glico and you riding with them and shit like that. You sound like a hypocrite to me. Point blank, period. And as far as you saying, I put you on mute, on my panel, just like how we talking now, I like professionalism. You talk, I talk, you talk, I talk. When y'all niggas get to screaming at each other, it makes no sense for nobody, not the audience, not y'all two, because y'all just sitting there screaming and the emotions on both parts are going. So it's my job as the host to sit back and try to create some type of organization where the audience can understand and both of y'all can get it off. Do I have a more rapport with Hassan? Absolutely. Just like when you had Bullets Gotti on your channel. You and him, you had the conversation started off really good. And then I don't know why you added, because you and Bullets Gotti was coming to, getting to the conclusion of what your issue was. And in the middle of your conversation, who do you bring up? One of his people, somebody that he doesn't like. You know his name, Wax Dog. I'm like, damn, you and Bullets Gotti was having a productive conversation. Then you bring somebody on the panel to jump him. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. How are you going to sit back and be upset because I put you on mute with a conversation with Thon, and then you allow Wax Dog to come on the panel and y'all both jump Gotti on the panel? It doesn't make any sense until the conversation between you and Gotti went left. It doesn't make any sense. If you and I, like we talking right now, having a conversation, and then Matt Mean bring up somebody in the live chat that got a beef against me, then it turns into chaos as opposed to two men having a conversation. As far as you talking about, same thing I said with 10 Toes. Always meet up. I got a car, blah, 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 blah. I don't play those internet games, right? I'm on here. I say what I say. I do what I do. But as far as, oh, we beating up and all that type of shit, I'm not scared of you or anybody, right? But I don't play them type of games. I don't make no threats. You will never see me on this internet. On this internet, threaten anybody, because by you saying that you have a car shows me that you are in your emotions because you want to cause some type of physical between you and I, and that could turn ugly because I don't play those type of games with people, right? I'm not a boxer, I'm not a karate artist, none of that type of shit, right? I come just like you and I have the same occupation, you and I do the same type of career. You and I are both law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. So now, if you was to say, "Oh well, I'm pull up on you," blah blah blah, it could become not more physical. It could become deadly, because now you're violating somebody's, personal space where they have children to protect, they got wife protect and shit like that. And then there's a body on the internet for niggas on the line. Two black men can't figure it out, and they in their emotions. I don't play them type of games with people trying to cross federal lines and pulling up on people. It can become deadly and detrimental for me or you. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. This internet shit, I've been doing this for 5 years, so I'm a little bit more seasoned than you. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. And we could leave it where it is right now and say, all right.
Nah, I don't want it. I want to talk. That's why I let you talk. So because you're saying things again, that's not true. Now, first of all, I say a lot of things to all gangbangers, bro. So why you picked out 050 the movement is on you, but you will never in your life ever show me a video where I'm just dissing the 050 the movement and it's in subliminal. When I dissed him, it was with the puppets. That was a soft blow because that's my brother and he said some things against me and I came back with the puppets. What people do is they assume that I'm talking about somebody, and that's what you did behind the bar. That was your first mistake. You assumed that I was talking about 050 only when I talk about, bro, I be with gangbangers. And I talk about, I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I sign up for. You understand? And I've said this in videos. Just because I don't really like what you doing don't mean that I may have a cousin that's a gangbanger. I'm family members, you know what I'm saying? But I'm stating how I feel about it and what it does for the community. Most of these people on here that love me, they gangbangers, bro. So it's not like, but I'm gonna say my piece. So it's not to one person to be like, oh, he talking about me. Nah, I'm talking about a majority, all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I got a beef with you. I'm just saying if you don't build, you destroy. And that's that. That ain't taking away no love from my warriors. You understand? Because that's what they are. And we need them. We don't need them in jail. We need them out on the street. And I'm up here teaching a good lesson. So I think that's where you messed up and you did a video. And I appreciate if you stop sharing that narrative that I was talking about the 050 and then I was like Glico. Yeah, I do that to again, I don't want to say the word what it was, but that night I said it was mocking, but it really wasn't mocking. So I regret using that word. But it was more or less to show him, just show the 050 movement that, you know what I'm saying, I rock with them. Does that mean I support every last thing they do? No. And I think you need to stop, again, like nitpicking at who I can support and why I support them. I think that's a bad thing. Moving on.
Yo, I'm gonna holler at your brothers later. Yo, Mac.
Marco, look who more, eh?
Yo, Salam, brother. Yo, peace, Saladin. Yo, peace behind the bar. Yo, Mac. Yo, I'm gonna hit you up later. Check your text, man. Y'all brothers be safe.
Peace, man. As far as I don't want you to be scared of me behind the bar. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not why I said that. And it doesn't mean that like I'm coming out to you to do how I'm gonna do you harm. You was born with two fists too, bro. So that's not me saying like I automatically won any type of altercation just because I invite you or and I didn't invite you. Let's clear that up. I said if that is something that you wanted. But the way you are thinking is pretty logical. You understand what I'm saying? You got a house, you got a kid. Why would you come outside for that? I'm not stupid behind the bar, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just got to put it out there. If that was something you wanted to do today, no, not no tough guy shit, then and you wanted to resolve it that way, it's cool too. But all of this got to stem from behind the bar. I was appreciating you coming up to my show, and you set me up on your show. I felt, you understand, with that whole narrative. That's an untrue narrative. So you got to take your own. I'm not playing no sympathy, woe is me, victim role. You started something, and I never said, yo, I call names out, bro. So why would I stop at China Brim? Why would I stop at Harlem Legend? I already did a video on Harlem Legend. Why would I stop? I did a video on anybody I did a video on, I call their name out. So if I'm speaking objectively, don't create some video in with the narrative with the people and say, oh, he was talking about 050, and because you're going to create a division right there. And now me and my brothers on the phone, yo, he said you saw. Come on, that was whack behind the bar, and it could create some situations that you just said. You just said somebody could get killed. Well, bro, think about me. Think about somebody else. You think I want to kill anybody else? You think I want to be killed over some internet stuff? If that, don't put my name in stuff. If that's the case behind the bar, you know what I'm saying? Because I was rocking with you. You was coming up to the show, and I just felt like, damn, he was just on my show, and now he violated me for Hassan. So what would you do in that situation if you felt like somebody just treated you like that and jumped you in a sort of a sense? I said, okay, no problem. I didn't do a week's worth of videos on you, bro. I just waited for the time. I'm a cancer. I got all the patience in my life, nigga. I could be 99. I'm just going to sit there and wait for revenge. And I did. And I got revenge. And then that's that. And I'm ready to move on. You've been here for, what, 6, 7 years? You, like you said, 5 more years more than me? Come on, bro. You took one little hit at the chin, and then you just keep on moving behind the ball. You got a great show and a great thing going over there. I don't want it to continue on, bro. You good, bro.
And I'm gonna add this, right? I don't believe in subliminally talking to anybody. I don't believe in throwing your rocks and hiding your hands. There's nothing that you could do to convince me that you wasn't talking specifically about China Brim and 050. You just even said it here. You then made videos dissing them niggas. You made videos dissing Harlem Legend. You made that video dissing China. I hear what I hear and I see what I see. We can't play these games with me as far as trying to convince me you wasn't dissing China Brim specifically. I heard you loud and clear, right? So do not come on this internet and say stuff, and then when people use it against you, you want to pretend like, oh no, I was just talking in general. We're not playing
behind the bar. I didn't. I talked to everybody like that behind the bar. Now you're telling me don't tell you that. What reason would I have to lie to you, bro? I just told you I call out names, bro. So what reason would I have to lie to you right now? And you're still pushing that I was only talking to him behind the bar. I was talking to him and a million other gangbangers in America. So what? Why you pointing out him is my thing? Why you just don't say, yo, all gang members, Jamel Saladin was talking about you? Why would you just say 050 the movement? Why would you say China Brim?
You associate yourself with them. You consider yourself part of the 050 movement. That's what you claim. Glico.
Right. So what's wrong with that? Who are you to say I can't do that, bro?
Their organization, and then you diss them. Don't get upset when somebody like me calls you out for being a flip-flopper. Period.
I'm not a flip-flopper behind the bar. I'm from the streets, and I'm from the church, and I'm from an intellectual world. I'm from a lot of different worlds, bro. So because what I'm telling you is I could say I'm a man. That may be the real difference between me and you, right? I could look you in your eye and say, yo, bro, you wrong, right? And don't think no more of it. You might take offense and want to blow it all out of control. What you mean I'm wrong? Yo, bro, you wrong. That's it. You want to take it any further? What you trying to do? Now it's gonna go raise up a level because you don't know how to take the fact that I told you you're wrong. Like you. So in this, that's just how it is, bro. So in this instance, behind the bar, I would appreciate if you stop spreading a narrative that I was specifically talking about him when I could have just been like, yo, China Brim and them dudes over there, they wilding out. That was easy.
I'm glad you said that. You said you want me to stop spinning the narrative, and you're on your social media spinning the narrative that I am a homosexual. How do you think that makes me feel? Somebody that's never done anything gay in my life. I got a wife. I got kids. Even though niggas with wives and kids, they on that mook shit. You have no evidence against me of being a homosexual. But when people making disses and just because my voice went high and it cracked, I'm exposed because I'm gay because my voice cracked. Make it make sense. You made a whole
I don't know why you're gay.
Putting a narrative saying that I'm a gay man. And it's okay for you to say, he's gay. Like, nah, don't sit back and play the victim, my nigga, like you're innocent. You're not innocent, my nigga.
I didn't say I was ignorant. I'm definitely not. I'm not innocent, bro.
Hold on. As soon as niggas on the panel said behind the bars, you instigating, behind the bars. Like, come on, my nigga. You ever hear me on here calling you gay? Don't come on the internet calling niggas gay. We all grown ass men.
Behind the bar. You also said that. Why would I do that to Gotti? You know where I learned that from? I learned it from you because when he came up and he's part of your clique, right? I said, okay. No. Let me tell you. No, he is part of your clique because you over there with Hassan Campbell. I said, okay, behind the bar, show me how they do this. They call people up and then they set them up. So you being the senior in this here culture, you set that precedent. You understand? It don't take that long for me to learn. So when Bullish came up, I did that after you did that to me. So I think that's very ridiculous that you would even bring that point up. And as soon as I came up there, you let up Shy 120, who I didn't even know I had a problem with. And then you let up Hassan, and then you let them jump me. And then when it happened to you, you going to clap. See, you're a different dude, bro. I already know you're not going to be able to say that you was wrong in this case. I already know that. But it's okay. We could agree to disagree. Those, I don't know if you really gay. I don't know that. But, if you tell me you're not gay, then guess what, America? If he says that, who am I to say he's lying? All I'm saying is I was not specifically only talking to China Brim. I was talking to whoever fit the shoe. And for you to have put it solely on China Brim, I think was a dangerous precedent. You understand? Now, for me to call you a homosexual, is your wife going to believe me? Is she going to be like, yo, behind the bar, I was watching Saladin today. He said, you gay, nigga, that's true? All these years I've been married to you. She ain't going to pay me no mind, Saladin. Behind the bar. Now, I didn't know you had kids and all of that. If they watching the show, you know what I'm saying? That's a tricky area right there. So I don't really play with that right there. So check this out. This is what we could do behind the bar. How about we consider this? How about we start over, bro? I don't want no beef with you. I keep my name out your mouth. How about you do the same? And then we don't have to worry about that, bro. Because I don't really want to disrespect you. You got kids and wife and all them things that I'd rather just kind of go back to zero, bro. To be honest with you, I don't want to disrespect.
You got Jamaican in your background?
Nah, I just grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, bro.
Okay, you gave me a vibe that you Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. I'm born.
I know you Jamaican.
But my parents are Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? And we don't.
No. I know you are.
We don't play those type of Bati boy vibes and shit like that, right? But
yeah. That's
neither here nor there. You know what I mean? But we could let bygones be bygones, and like you said, we don't have to work together. We ain't got to beef with each other. But I enjoy this, right? I like to clap back and shit like that. This is a sport to me, right? This is a verbal sparring. Let's see who can come on this motherfucker and entertain people in a comedic way, right? Even 10 toes down. He's a comedian. Well, people don't understand that. Like a real comedian to the point where the nigga been on stage and all that type of shit in front of people laughing. He's an actor as well. I'm pretty sure you know that. He goes online and try to do little skits. And I ain't mad at him. It is what it is. I give that nigga his props when he make good content. And when he do some other shit, I'm also going to be there to critique him, right? And that's neither here nor there. But yeah, absolutely. We could squash it, but it amazes me, right? Just in general, like I'm gonna say this one more time. Like the guy China Brim goes on the internet and tells everybody, right, whether people think it's sarcasm or not, but how much he loves trainees, how gay he is, how he's in love with Harlem
Behind
Legend.
the bar, can we do this? These are my guys. I don't want to talk shit about them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
but
this
if
is
you
my
have a
word.
beef with them,
This is my words, though.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to say to that?
I'll
right?
leave that alone. You know what? I respect that. I'm gonna leave that one alone because you're right. I'm putting you in between, a situation where you feel uncomfortable, and I respect that. Same thing with Hassan Campbell. Same thing you said. Like you just said just now. I'm Gotti and them as a part of my clique. First thing me and Mac Mean said when I hit the panel, he said, "Yo, man, I know your philosophy," and it's really friends to none. I don't trust nobody on this bitch. You know what I mean? And that goes for everybody. Not you, not Mac, not Bullets Gotti, not anybody. Because I know if it's beneficial, I could become a plate. You know what I mean? If it means that somebody could get one up on somebody, whether it is clout chasing, whether it's getting views, and it is what it is. That's my philosophy. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. But I don't trust nobody on this bitch because I've been there, done that. Where I thought somebody was my friend, I end up getting stabbed in the back, and I end up looking like the idiot. The longer you be on here, Saladin, the more you realize that none of these people on here are your friends. The first opportunity that they get to come on here and shit on you, they're gonna do it. Now, are there associates and business partners? Like I like you and Matt Means relationship. I know y'all talk behind the scenes, y'all build. I'm not mad at that. But you're gonna learn it if you're not noticing already, that my nigga, this internet shit, my nigga, is smoke and mirrors, and a lot of these motherfuckers are characters. And they will tell you, like, we could use Charleston Wright for an example. If he gets caught in his bullshit and he gets caught in a lie, you know what his excuse is? Oh man, I was in character mode, man. You know that. I'm in character mode. So nobody wants to be held accountable because they could always use the alibi and say, yo, I was just character mode. Like when you said, man, I was clout chasing or I was trolling or whatever. I did that for an opportunity because Hassan gave you the advice to go after the big nigga. Go after the big nigga. So guess what? I'm going to go after the big nigga. The first thing me and Max said when I hit the panel, he was like, yo, man, back in the day, you used to make diss videos about Hassan. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Everybody was trying to figure out a niche on how to get their numbers and shit like that. And after I realized, I was like, you know what? This shit is dumb. I ain't going to be coming on here dissing this nigga every day. And you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, all of us on this panel as content creators, we're all trying to figure it out. One thing that Matt Mean said at the beginning of our conversation was that, yo, if we was to try to figure out a way to make solidarity and make a bag out of it, my nigga, we all could come out of here millionaires. All of us. Unfortunately, it's a crab in the bucket mentality.
All of us.
Saladin, imagine if you and I, Matt Mean, and like 10 other content creators was to put together $5,000 in a pot, right? We put together $5,000 in a pot and we hire a crew, some directors, cameramen, producers, and make a fucking movie out of this. Professional movie. And we write it down and we all become partners of this movie, right? And we all split it down the middle, 10% or whatever. And we dish it off to Netflix, HBO, blah, blah, blah. And nigga, we could become millionaires in the next year or two. Unfortunately, we don't understand business. We don't understand how to invest in each other. And we all for self, unfortunately. I wish me, 10 Toes Down, Hassan Kimball, Saladin, Matt Mean, and other content creators to get together and turn this shit show into a multi-million-dollar black business. We all will win, and we all get the laugh last at the end of the day. Unfortunately, with the nigga mentality that a lot of us have, how we grew up and shit like that, we don't have that type of mindset as far as teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I mean? And it is what it is.
Well, I want to say before we end this show, that because I don't want you to say I stole your idea later on. That is already in process. Me and 10 Toes are working on that. And I believe I brought Mac Mean up to speed on that too. So I won't tell you the name of the project, but now that me on you are on decent terms, we don't have to be the best of friends. I'll reach out to you and update you on what's going on. But that is actually already taking place. And we got Netflix in the bag already. They just waiting for
Say no more. Matter of fact, hold that thought. Don't come on this internet. That's one thing. don't you saying too much. So all that stuff you saying is behind the scenes talk. You know what I mean?
Got you. I got you. I reach
Yeah,
out to you.
but
I reach out to you
that,
behind the scenes.
even with that little bit of stuff that you told me makes me respect you a little bit more, because now I know there's a bigger picture as opposed to views and clout. You know what I mean? And it is
But
what it is.
I thought you fought. Look, you see what I got on? I done had this shirt on for 3 days straight, bro. That's my shirt. Techie Technology League. You understand? I just told everybody last night how I lost $250,000. So uh, through this same company. So my conversations be different. That's why I said I don't. It was never about that. If it was about that behind the bar, I would take advantage to go back and forth with you, yell at you, this, that. I'm not. That is the furthest thing from
Saladin,
my
you know what I
mind.
did yesterday? You know what I got in the mail yesterday?
What's that, bro?
I got in the mail the finalization of trademarking behind the bar. I trademarked it, right? Because I
As you
know it's a
should.
catchy name, and I know that I've seen it happen before on the internet where these people would take somebody's name and trademark it and they fucked, right? So I'm looking at my brand because I'm approaching 10,000 subscribers maybe by this summer. I'm at like 8,500 right now, almost. If you take this as a business and know that if you believe in yourself, right? And you trademark your name, you do this, that, and the third, and trying to make deals behind the scenes, that's what it's about. Black men coming together and trying to figure this shit out so that we can make sure that our next generation of children is on the right path. I even said it to 10 toes. The best thing that we could do for each other is to
That
make
thing
sure that
is
the
sick.
people that we bring into this world aren't a bunch of savages. My kids ain't going to come over and grow up and rob Saladin when he's an old man or whatever the situation may be, and vice versa. When I said that thing about 10 toes down not being my father, I saw you wrong with the narrative and laughed, but I didn't get to finish my sentence. The
Yo,
purpose.
behind the bar.
Hold on. I'm about to land the
just
plane,
sparring,
Saladin.
bro.
Let me
It's
land the
just
plane real quick.
sparring, man.
Let me land the plane. Let me land the plane real quick. When I said that, I didn't get to get it off because he as he should. He was like, "Oh, I am your father." That was funny. But what I was trying to say is that, I don't know about you and anybody else, but I grew up, with a father. So my hero, my mentor, everything like that was my father, and I hope I could be the same thing for my children. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. That's the best thing we could do, is to make sure that the people that we bring into this world, because charity starts in the home. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching. Charity starts in the home, my nigga. If I believe you have a daughter, because I believe you said that one time, if I'm not mistaken. The best thing Saladin could do, well, the most important thing, yeah, it's cool to go out there and try to help people get jobs and all that type of shit. That's great. I respect that. But if you that daughter that you brought into this world, if you make sure that she's good, my nigga, I guarantee, and I'll.
Yo, what happened, Matt?
I don't know. You control you in the stream yard.
I'm in the stream, yo, but his joint went off. I didn't. Latin the pain is. Yo, what's wrong with Latin pain, man?
I don't know. You can bring them up if you want. You controlling it.
How am I controlling this? This is crazy. What's up, Latin pain?
What's up, my nigga?
Yo, can you hear me now?
Latin pain. You a sicko, bro. You are